shift to someone quite familiar with innovation and leadership, both in tech and security. He too was in the top 50 most influential Jews list. Yes, you are all surrounded by stars tonight. I am very excited and pleased to introduce the co-founder and president of Sentra and former commander of 8200 Unit 8200, Asaf Kochan.
The events of October 7th and the war have hit Israel hard. As a nation, we have to ensure that our future is safeguarded by leaders who carry values of truth, integrity, and responsibility. Five Fingers is leading this mission, shaping our future leaders.
Five Fingers is a youth leadership organization. For the last 10 years, we've been preparing young people to take leadership roles in their communities, military and beyond.
With over 2,000 teenagers from age 12, 200 students in the preparatory stage, and 4,000 graduates, Five Fingers operates across Israel.
Our programs focus on teamwork, mental toughness, and hands-on leadership training.
I'm learning what true leadership and values mean.
Five Fingers taught me how to be a leader, part of a team, and meaningful.
Leading my soldiers in the war, I know that force isn't just physical. It's about heart, values, and responsibility.
Five Fingers gave me the tools to lead and advocate for change. My dream is to create a future where men and women stand as equals in leadership and in every aspect of life.
In the next decade, we plan to build 10 more campuses across Israel.
Our goal is to educate 10,000 teens and 1,000 preparatory students.
Israel's future depends on it.
Now, more than ever, Israel's future depends on leadership grounded in values, and Five Fingers is leading the way.
Together, let's make this a reality.
Asaf Kochan, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you for this, and thank you for what you have been doing. If we only knew what you've been doing in the past year, I'm sure it's enough for a movie, possibly a thriller.
Yeah, a bit more than Fauda. So.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that behind the scenes. And this is in honor of you being one of our 50 most influential Jews in the world of the Jerusalem Post. This is for you, and...
Good evening, dear guests and this dear community. It's great to be here. Just to begin with, first of all, my name is Asaf. To begin with this short Five Fingers cut, this is a huge movement in Israel. About 4,000 young Israelis are trained in this active leadership program, which runs from age 11 up till 18. And the mission of this movement is to create strong leaders to deal with difficult challenges in Israel. I've been actively involved in this since I retired. I really believe in this group. The core foundation group is from Navy SEALs, combatants and officers who served. They left the Army after 4 years of service, and since the age of 22, they devoted the last 10 years for this incredible movement, which I believe will shift and create future leaders. Today, we gather at a pivotal moment, a time to reflect on how we rise from adversity and prepare for the challenges ahead. The recent war has left its mark, but it's also offering an opportunity to redefine our future. Israel stands at a crossroad, as Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken reminds us. The choices we make will shape the decade ahead. On the one side, we could be consumed by the difficulties we face, but on the other, we can embrace a future-centric vision, one that prioritizes hope, innovation, and inclusion. The next generation is ready to build here, to create families, businesses, and communities. But they can only do so if we ensure a country that supports the dreams. If we fail, we risk losing our biased minds to opportunities abroad. Look at Israel's tech sector. Despite the difficult circumstances it has faced, it's recovering. The spirit of our youth, our reservists leaving homes and willing to pay the ultimate price, and the unwavering determination reminds us that resilience is possible. This energy must guide us forward. We all have a role to play, the private sector and nonprofits and individuals alike. Now is the time to invest in education, strengthen the periphery, and create opportunities for minorities. NGOs and nonprofits are already driving this change, but they need our support. We also need to reconnect with leaders, investors, and decision makers, many of whom have become distant, specifically in the last year. Their involvement is essential. Without their active presence in Israel, our teams will shrink and our ecosystem will weaken. Organizations must step up and bring these key players back. The impact of AI transformation is going to be so huge on our lives and will transcend to every aspect. Israel's tech ecosystem is finally positioned for this transformation, but we need the world business community to come, visit, and sense it. One way to do this is by creating programs for the private sector modeled after initiatives like the JINSA, U.S. Policy Decision-Making and Military Leaders Program. This program educates U.S. leaders about the strategic importance of Israel and fosters collaboration. For the private sector, a similar initiative or initiatives could bring together international investors, CEOs, and innovators to immerse them in Israel's unique challenges and opportunities. And there are many opportunities. By building direct relationship, showcasing success stories, and creating platforms for collaboration, we can re-engage these vital players and strengthen our innovation system. This is a risky time, but it's also a moment of historic potential. By investing in leadership, education, and community building platforms, we can ensure that Israel's innovation and resilience remain a model for the world. Hope and innovation are not just ideals. They are the tools we need to rebuild. The road we choose now will determine whether we merely recover or thrive. Together, let's commit to inclusion, resilience, and bold action to create a future that honors our potential and secures the place in the world. Thank you. May God bless Israel and America.